Starch Lord? Well, Starch Lord, come on. Starch Lord is so good. Starch Lord. Starch Lord? Well, Starch Lord, come on. Starch GPT. Starch Lord and Starch Lord's Lord's ability. Starch Lord's ability. Starch Lord and then as many Starch Lord, probably even Starch Lord cop. Starch Lord is Starch Lord. Starch Lord. God, Starch Lord is that. Starch Lord I think is actually Starch Lord. I think the Starch Lord is not Starch Lord. We're basically Starch Lord Naruto. Starch Lord is Starch Lord. The Starch Lord could go Starch Lord and Starch Lord. The Starch Lord is Starch Lord. So Starch Lord dying, the Starch Lord that came. Starch Lord. Starch Lord is Starch Lord is Starch Lord really. Starch Lord plant. Starch Lord near Starch Lord and just Starch Lord gonna be Starch Lord. Starch Lord, huh? Starch Lord. Like Starch ketchup. Starch Lord game. Starch Lord. Starch Lord, Starch Lord, Starch Lord, Starch Lord, Starch Garlic, Starch guys, Starch Lord, Starch Lord, starts the season, Starch season, Starch City, we still Starch Lord, the Starch Lord here, Starch Garlic, Starch Lord's gonna Starch Lord here, Starch Lord is Starch Lord, just come Starch Lord is Starch Lord, well Starch Lord will Starch Lord is Starch Lord is Starch Lord here, Starch Lord's care, Starch Lord, he's Starch Lord comes in, Starch Lord more like Starch Lord, Starch Lord, also the Starch Lord is great, Starch Lord is Starch Lord also Starch Lord be a Starch Lord can be Starch Lord's a card, Starch Lord, okay, Starch Lord was Starch Lord was so Starch Lord was Starch Lord. Starch Cup is a Starch Lord copy Starch Lord. Starch Lord copy Starch Lord. Starch Lord is Starch Lord go. Starch Lord is Starch Lord and Starch Lord OP. Starch Lord is that. Starch Lord is not Starch Lord.